This is All Things Digital Data. Today we have grid cells in artificial intelligence, Google working with the Pentagon, and net neutrality. Grid cells is a type of neuron in the brain that was discovered recently. It takes in information regarding your place in space and continually gathers this information as you move to help you navigate through your space. It has been called your internal GPS by many people, probably including yourself. You can blame the grid cells for that internal GPS. Recently, it was tested out in artificial intelligence. Researchers use vector-based navigation to mimic the grid cells to create an AI navigation. Not only was it successful, but it also performed better than the current-based navigation. Many AI scientists are excited about these findings, and a link to the article is in the description of the video. I get nervous every time they make these leaps into AI because it's getting closer to robots replacing us. Next in the news. Okay, this is a little bit old, about a month old, but my daughter brought it to my attention today. I was unaware of it. And she sent it to me because I frequently would say that Google was the government collecting data on us. A friend of mine laughed and said they're not the government, but if they had a contract with the government, I would not be surprised. Well, today I found out that was true. They have a contract with the Pentagon. It's called Project Maven. I read it in Gizmodo, but I think the New York Times reported on it first. I am reading different things of what Project Maven is, because I read different articles since. And this is what I can tell you. It is a drone. It's for the drones. It has to do with AI intelligence of reading images. I've heard different reasonings why they want to read those images, and I think that was pretty much it. Those were the two main ones. It was for the drone program, and it was to read the images to say what was in it. That was consistent, and that it was called Project Maven. It's probably classified too. Most of that part of it is a bit rumored. They think it was either to determine what can be classified or determine what could be used as strikes against people in a war. I don't know. Anyway, in the end, I have always wondered why they gave up their motto, "Don't be evil," and now I think I know why. There are links in the description of the YouTube page if you want to see articles on this. So a bunch of employees also quit because of it, and that's why it was in the news. They definitely got attention. I somehow missed it. I don't know what I was doing that month. Okay, lastly, net neutrality is supposed to be voted on this week in the Senate. And they perhaps may be able to overturn the FCC's decision to end net neutrality. Remember net neutrality, think of it more like net equality, because it allows us to access all information on the web equally. And you got to think of it this way, especially if you're a small business owner trying to get started. You have to compete with the big guys for it. And actually that's how they were able to bring this petition onto the floor, because it was under consumer protection, not consumer, because they're getting rid of all that. It was, I forgot what the act was, but it was under the small business provisions that allow to bring a resolution to the floor so that they can vote on it. So they're talking about it now, and let your senators know. Go to Senate.gov, and in the upper left-hand corner is where you can find your senator's contact information. Well, that is it. I'm out. Subscribe if you want to get more updates. Thanks.